If you're looking for a great car cleaning accessory to complement your pressure washer, then stick around because I have here the MJJC car cleaning system, and in this video I'm going to unbox and review them for you. I bought these products following the result of my own research, so this is not a paid promotion. So with that out of the way, let's get started. There are two ways you can buy these official MJJC products, each having its own pros and cons. You can either get this from the official MJJC website. You pay a bit more, but delivery is quicker. Or you can get it from AliExpress of what appears to be also their official store. It's a little bit cheaper, but it takes a few days longer to deliver. I'll put both my affiliate links in the description box of this video so you can check them out later. Just to be clear, I'm unboxing the product that I bought from the AliExpress website, so from a packaging point of view, it does look legit. So this third product that I'm opening, this is not an MJJC product. This is a pressure gauge that I bought from another store, and my purpose here of buying this one is to check the water pressure that gets produced by different spray tips that came along with the short trigger gun. So that's all the three products unpacked. Let's now go ahead and unbox the MJJC foam cannon. And looking at the box, you can see here you have the MJJC Foam Cannon Pro branding and some of its unique features listed. Then, flipping the box, you will see a series of photos showing you how to use this product and a link to a detailed video instruction. Alternatively, if you don't have time to watch that video, there's also a more detailed instruction for your reading pleasure. Inside the box, you'll see this product information leaflet. It has information about warranty coverage, some hints how to take care of a new foam cannon, the names of each part of the cannon, and adapters that will fit most of the pressure washers out there. And if you flip the leaflet over to the other side, there is, you guessed it, another set of instructions. But highly recommended to go over these instructions at least once before your first use. Next, you'll also get this weighted hose that's unique to MJJC because it has that ball bearing at the bottom so it stays submerged underwater. Then, as an option, I bought this separate Karcher adapter so I can connect the MJJC foam cannon directly into my Karcher trigger gun. For me, I just like that flexibility of being able to choose what trigger gun to use with a foam cannon. As standard, it also comes with a 1/4 inch quick connect adapter so you can attach it directly to the MJJC trigger gun. It also comes with a few spare O-rings, but I don't think I'll be needing that anytime soon, but make sure to keep it with you. They also provide you with a 1.1mm orifice, and you use this if you want to increase the pressure going into the foam cannon. Now, getting into the main components of the foam cannon, this is the tank. It's a 1-liter tank. It feels slippery to the touch, and you can see there's a fluid level indicator, but it's really faint, so what I'm going to do is get my Sharpie and darken it up so I know where my fluid level is at. It looks like an artwork of a 5-year-old, but it's much better than what it was before. I was a bit apprehensive getting this MJJC foam cannon from AliExpress because I'm not sure whether I'm gonna get the real MJJC foam cannon, but so far it's been good. Like, for example, this actual foam cannon, it's very heavy, very sturdy. From the outside, it definitely looks legitimate. It has 3 levels of foam adjustment. The front nozzle allows you to adjust the spray angle so you can either go wide or narrow. The back nozzle allows you to adjust the spray direction so you can either go full horizontal or full vertical depending on your preference, and you can twist it in either direction. And lastly, there's also the adjustment dial on the top so you can adjust the amount of foam that comes out of the cannon. You can twist it in 2 3/4 of revolution lock to lock, so there's definitely a lot of adjustment you can do there. On the outside, it may look legit. Now it's time to see what the inside is made of. Get a small screwdriver and push the locking pin somewhere in the middle of the foam cannon. Get that out and then just pull the entire nozzle out. Then twist the black nozzle until the 2 spray fins open up. Then grab the nozzle with one hand and tap it against your other. The barrel that's inside should come out, and maybe perhaps one or two of the filter would come out. If it doesn't, then use a pick tool to push it out of the barrel. Now that I've seen the insides of this foam cannon, I'm convinced that this is legitimately an MJJC product. Now putting it back together is also straightforward. First, grab the barrel and the filters. Make sure you sandwich the foam in between the wire mesh and push it all the way back into the barrel like this. Make sure they're seated all the way inside the barrel. Then grab the plastic nozzle and make sure to align these 4 slots with the 4 tabs located in the barrel. Then it's just a matter of sliding it in. Push it all the way in until you hear a faint click. You will know you got it in properly if you can make the 2 metal fins touch each other when adjusting the front black adjustment nozzle. Now it's time to attach a spray nozzle with the main body. And to do that, just push the metal shaft into the nozzle until you hear it click. And finally, grab the locking pin and push it back in place. And there you have it, good as new. If you have the MJJC Short Trigger Gun or any Quick Connect compatible trigger gun, now's the time to connect the 1/4 inch Quick Connect adapter from MJJC. Otherwise, connect the appropriate adapter for your trigger gun of choice. Then connect the hose into that small tube right there. Make sure the hose is fully seated so it doesn't get disconnected in the middle of your wash. Then attach your tank and you should be good to go. So the next in the package is this pressure washer trigger gun. Again, it's a separate product. The one that came with the Karcher system it has a long lance, and if you're using it to wash a car for 30 minutes or an hour, since the center of gravity, especially with the foam cannon, the center of gravity would be further away from your hand, so it'll be a bit difficult. So I thought, well, I'll grab one of these because it's a shorter trigger gun, and that's also an MJJC product, so I thought, well, I'll grab that one. So let's open that up. In the back of the packaging, you'll see there this is the Trigger Gun Pro version 2 pressure washer. How to attach the hose. This comes with multiple stray tips. The trigger gun comes with this inlet adapter specific to your pressure washer, so make sure you order the appropriate one. This is so that you can connect the output hose from your pressure washer, in my case it's a Karcher, directly into the inlet adapter of the trigger gun. But in terms of quality, they're pretty hefty. So let's open this up. So there's good packaging, it's like the MJJC Pro foam cannon. Trigger gun, it's actually also a bit heavy. Got the Karcher system here. So let me just grab. So, oops, that's a bit wet. So this is definitely light. So let's go right ahead and attach one of these spray tips into the trigger gun. It's a 200 operation. You have to retract this part here and then push this in, and that's the nozzle right there. Now if you want to connect the foam cannon, I think that's the purpose. So we'll get rid of the spray tip and then retract the tip and then connect it in. It's heavy, considerably a lot heavier than this Karcher trigger gun, but you can see how long that is. So what if you want to use the Karcher trigger gun with your MJJC foam cannon? Well, it's possible because MJJC provides various adapters for most pressure washer systems out there. In my case, since I have the Karcher pressure washer, I went ahead and bought their Karcher adapter. Attaching it to the foam cannon is simple. All you need to do is remember to position these tabs vertically so when you attach the foam cannon to the lance, it's in the upright position. I wasn't expecting the trigger gun to be that heavy, so to make sure I'm not just imagining the added weight, I'm going to weigh each component and get the total weight of each cleaning system. Let's start with the first system, which is the Karcher trigger gun with the MJJC foam cannon. The maximum reading I get for the Karcher trigger gun is 417 grams. Now it's time to weigh the MJJC foam cannon. It's got the hose inside and the Karcher adapter. And with this configuration, the maximum reading there was 1120 grams. And with some basic math, the weight of the foam cannon with the Karcher adapter is around 703 grams. Now I'm going to weigh in the MJJC system. First, I'll replace the Karcher adapter on the foam cannon with a standard 1/4 inch quick connect adapter. Then on the MJJC trigger gun, I make sure that the Karcher adapter is attached on the inlet side. Then let's go ahead and weigh this in. So the maximum reading is 775 grams. Now let's move on to the foam cannon. It's got the 1/4 inch connector. And with this configuration, the maximum reading I get was around 1420 grams. And that means there's about a 300 gram difference between the two systems. This might be a significant weight difference for some, but for me, the main benefit of using the MJJC trigger gun is when using the spray tips. Since you don't have a long lance attached to the gun, you can easily maneuver through tight spaces and allows for an easy one-hand operation. Lastly, as bonus content unrelated to the foam cannon, I went ahead and measured the output pressure of each spray nozzle. I did this by connecting the water pressure gauge to the end of the trigger gun and then connected the spray nozzle I want to test to the other end of the pressure gauge. At the end of the video, there's a graphic illustration that summarizes all these results, so be sure to check them out. But before you skip to the end of the video, I'd like to share a few things you should remember when pressure washing so you don't accidentally strip off your car's paint. Number 1, spray angle. The tighter the angle, the more harmful it is. Anything that's 15 degrees or more is okay, which means you should not be using a red nozzle anywhere near your car. Second is water pressure. This is obvious. The higher the pressure, the more harmful it is. And this is exactly the reason why I bought the water pressure gauge in the first place. If your pressure washer allows for variable pressure output at the lens, like the Karcher K3 system, then you have that power to adjust pressure output. However, you know what they say, with great power comes great responsibility, because you don't want your lens to output to a higher pressure by accident, and before you know it, you're cleaning your car down to bare metal. Unlike the MJJC spray nozzle, you know that green is good and the water pressure output for each of the spray nozzle is constant. Lastly, distance. The closer you are to the car, the more harmful it is. A simple test will be to attach any spray nozzle and point it at your dirty concrete driveway and start spraying. If you can clean the embedded dirt off the concrete, then you're either too close, the water pressure is too high, or the spray angle is too tight. Adjust 1, 2, or all these parameters until you get the right combination. And here are the results. You can see here why the green nozzle is the most ideal Goldilocks spray nozzle. It falls smack bang in the middle of this chart with 500 psi and 25 degrees spray angle. The white nozzle is also a good nozzle for cleaning your car. It produces a slight increase in pressure but has a wider spray angle. I would be careful using the orange nozzle because the spray angle is a bit narrow for the output pressure it puts out. You probably need to stand a bit further from your car compared if you were using the green nozzle, for example. Plus, the higher pressure means more strain on your hand while you're cleaning your car. In the chart, you can see the black nozzle has a very low output pressure. I don't see any reason to use it directly to clean the car, but maybe it's a good nozzle to rinse the foam off the driveway after a foam wash. And lastly, the red nozzle. Well, keep them completely away from your car. So how does the foam cannon stack up with a water pressure test? I was actually surprised to find out that the MJJC foam cannon puts out 900 psi of pressure. Well, one thing's for sure,
I wouldn't set the spray angle to its narrowest setting and aim it close to the car. And that's all I have for you in this video. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below or write me an email at autos.gizmos@gmail.com. And finally, if you find this video helpful, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that like button. This will help YouTube improve their algorithm, making this video become available to other like-minded individuals, and at the same time, helping me grow this channel. Thanks for watching and see you next time.